Hi, welcome to Chiang Rai and the Black Temple, Temple of Doom. Kind of gives you a little bit of that impression. I'll take you inside and show you. It's kind of a crazy, it's not really a temple. This is more of an artist's vision of architecture and art and life. And it's kind of a counterpoint to the White Temple I was at earlier today, if you saw that scope, or you can watch the replay if you want as well. It's kind of it's another artistic viewpoint. It's very cool though. I mean, the buildings are absolutely stunning. Stunning architecture here. Hello, Taipei, how are you? Nice to see you. Miss Taipei. I think it's getting warmer there now, isn't it? I think Taipei got some cold spells again and more snow in the mountains. It's been kind of a crazy year. Look at all of the tourists. They're everywhere here. This is a big tourist attraction. I came up on my motorbike here and I was like, oh my God. I mean, I'm not a super fan of these types of places because I think you can find, culture and in smaller places like this and not true culture. But this is a very interesting place and you have to admire the artist's vision for sure. Very cold, but no snow. Oh, okay. Give me a shout out where you are in the world. Love to say hi. It is John about FarEastAdvTravl, and I'm traveling in northern Thailand. Buongiorno to you. Buongiorno. How are you? This is the Black Temple, or Ban Dum, in northern Thailand, about 13 kilometers north of Chiang Rai. And it's a top attraction here. There's tour buses pulled up here, parking lots full. There are some monks here, of course. They like to tour, they like to travel, they like to see things too. Some Thai monks, I'm assuming. And the artist is a very well-known in Thailand, and he is, it's a lot of the stuff that he's pulled from is traditional art and architecture, but I'm going to take you inside and show you some of these crazy animal skins and crocodile skins and all kinds of stuff that's inside here. It's kind of a little wild. Fashion shoot. There's just, I think I've seen more selfie sticks today than I've seen in my life visiting these two sites. I hope I can get reception in here. This is the big sort of main building with the artist's vision. And yeah, it's really interesting. And I admire, this is the artist here. I admire his work. He's a very creative person. And this is quite a vision here. Pulls from a lot of traditional themes, of course. But it's not a temple. The nickname is the Black Temple, but it's not really a temple. But this is the kind of interesting stuff that he's pulled together here with these different themes. Hello, how are you? Hi, say hi. Say hi where you are in the world. I'd love to say hi to you. Thanks for the hearts, appreciate that. Trying to get to 1 million. I'm still a couple 100,000 off from 1 million. But every little bit counts. I really appreciate the support. Traveling up here, doing a lot of filming and photography for my website and podcasts and pages on Facebook and Instagram and everything. It's not a vacation. It's always interesting though. Interesting driving around here today. My first time on a motorbike in Thailand. Hello, Aaron. Say hello to the crocodile skin. There's lots of sort of tribal themes here as well. I think you need lots of time to really kind of soak up the whole vision and atmosphere of what the artist has created here. And it's kind of hard in the crowds, although the crowds are sort of starting to dissipate. It's after 3, it's just almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in Chiang Rai. I'm 13 kilometers north of the city. So, 20, 25-minute bike ride up here. And there's these long tables, and there's other buildings on this site as well. But I want to show you because they're really gorgeous, and it's a beautiful setting. And I'd recommend people come here just to enjoy the artistry and the landscape out here as well. It's really quite something. And looks like there's a moat here, so I'm gonna have to walk around. I'm very well. How are you? Thanks for joining me here in Chiang Rai, Thailand. And lots of tourists here, lots of Thai tourists, and all over the world, lots of Chinese tourists. Hello. And some of the buildings here. These are definitely themes pulled from traditional architecture. And this looks very Hindu. I've seen these statues before. And this is the main building here. And I'm just going to take a walk around. It's quite an extensive grounds here. I mean, if you're going to come here, I mean, I think the morning would be ideal, like first thing in the morning, and walk around and listen to the birds. And this is really interesting too, this building down here. Don't be shy, say hi, where are you? Share with us everywhere. This is called Bandam, or Bandung, in northern Thailand, in Chiang Rai. It is nicknamed the Black Temple. So if you go online and Google it, a bunch of pictures will come up. And it's not a temple, really. It's they call it a museum, but it is it's an artist's vision, basically. And you know, so I think you need lots of time to kind of sort of absorb it and seeing what he's really trying to express. But there's lots of these tables, long tables everywhere, long dining tables full of horns and teeth and pelts, and very tribal. But some lovely buildings here. I mean, these are really stunning. You know, and a lot of this is pulled from Southeast Asian architecture for sure, Thai architecture, and it looks like some almost Balinese as well, some of it, or Indonesian. But I don't have enough info on the artist to sort of really make that determination or not. I'm not a super expert on architecture, just what I've seen traveling around East Asia and Southeast Asia. But the grounds are quite big. And you could spend a whole morning or a whole afternoon out here just wandering. But if you're a photographer like me, you probably would want to come earlier in the day or very late in the day so that you can have your choice of shots without people posing in them, if that's what you like to do. But just a really lovely surrounding here in northern Thailand. But I will tell you, it's very commercial. I mean, it's a big tourist attraction here. So if that turns you off, not sure if you're super crazy about that. I was thinking on my way up here, because I visited the White Temple earlier, and it's a lovely place, but again, very touristy, that I get some of my best experiences just out of wandering the cities and chatting with local people and eating with local people, and those are some of my favorite things to do when I travel. I do like to see places like you know, Angkor Wat and some of those, but they can be a little bit disappointing sometimes because, you know, there's so many people that come to them, and everybody has their own idea of what they want to get out of a site, and it might not agree with what you like or what you want to experience. So that's the issue that you can have with visiting some of these big attractions. But it's actually quite quiet now this afternoon as people head back to their hotels to do whatever they're going to do. Hey, thanks for joining me. It's just a quick scope here, and I appreciate your support. And do check out my website. If you're watching the replay, check out my website, my podcast, FarEastAdvTravl. For all of this stuff in HD quality, lots of stuff from around South Asia, Southeast Asia. Well, I'm here until April the 2nd. I'm flying to Bangkok tomorrow. I'll spend 5 days in Bangkok, and then after that, I'll be back in Taiwan for a bit. So, thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you soon. Take care. Thank you. Corporate Khan from Chiang Rai, Thailand. Thanks so much.